could not imagine before.
Hmm.
And I started to look for something higher. Even I don't know what, but I was looking for something. And I was interested about psychology maybe from my maybe 10 years old I was.
Okay.
I was interested in like what is inside people. It's not like only just body which need just food, sleep, and just shower. It's not just only like a body.
Absolutely.
And when I started to suffer, I started to drink alcohol, I just have been in different company. First time I enjoyed for some time, but then I started to feel like, oh, in morning this feeling of loneliness coming even like a depression. It's just so much pressing you, suppressing you like before day it was even more good than next day after my party. And I realized like this alcohol is giving like very short time of enjoyment, but actually it's not real happiness. But I was reading a lot of different books, and I tried to find, and finally I found some meditations. Maybe it was a stupid way meditations, but still it was something which I felt first time like, oh, something is different energy.
Yeah.
And at that time, I already thought that this religion of food, like like we always distribute prasadam and we always offer the food to Krishna. And if I cook with love and devotion, this also becoming like part of service to Krishna. The service to Krishna is not like only I'm chanting all the day. Yes, of course, maybe some unconditional soul, they have this opportunity to sit, maybe on the bank of river of Ganga in Rishikesh, and they can chant all the day, and they are absolutely free from family, from any duty. Yes, of course, they can do, but it's maybe a single person. I mean, like a very less people in this world can do like this. Other people, they have a family. Yes, and of course, yes, I have to manage my life, especially if I have responsibility for my children. I have to work, and also, but I'm just trying to manage my life according to Krishna consciousness. Sorry. Srila Prabhupada said this line. I love this line. He said, "No need to change anything in your life. Just add Krishna in center of your life." Very simple, but it really works.
Hello viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel Spiritual Talk by TT. And today again I got an opportunity to interact with Krishna devotees, as I always like and prefer to interact with the Krishna devotees. The reason being, I get a positive energy, a different energy from Krishna devotees, and that motivates me as well to contribute something towards Krishna conscious, as well as to create a spiritual consciousness in the today's era, where we all are engaged in our professions. Everyone is engaged in their professions. I am from IT. Some people are in different field, but still we have a space. We need a spiritual consciousness in the society to create humanity, to benefit to the people in the society, and the problems which we face in our day-to-day life, to handle those problems. Spirituality principles guide us. Krishna conscious, from the Gita, what we get it, those principles guide us how to tackle, handles these kind of problems in our day-to-day life. So I have an opportunity to interact today. Sevtlana3, she's from Russia and a great Krishna devotee and contributing in Krishna conscious, and she gave me an opportunity today to interact with her, and finally I got an opportunity. We were trying along actually to interact, but somehow her tight schedule, availability, and lot of other challenges, sometime traveling here and there, so that not able to set up this call. But finally today we were able to uh, at least got an opportunity to start the interaction. So first of all, I would like to welcome Svetlana ji in my spiritual talk channel, and once again welcome you in my channel.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. So let's start with the interactions. Basically, I keep my discussion very simple. The the thing is, what I am trying to simplify to the viewers, that in your day-to-day life, in your whatever you are doing, wherever you are, how you can use principle guidelines of spirituality and your devotions, because one power is running in this entire world. Everybody knows that, and to have some connect towards that will create a betterment. So my first question, Svetlana ji, which I would like to understand first, about how was your childhood, how was your parenting, how was your education. So if you tell to my viewers about that, it will give little bit motivations, that like example, if people, those who want to walk this Krishna conscious path or spirituality path, it gives them that opportunity, that still you are in Western world, and born and brought up there in Western world, and still you are following this devotion path and Krishna conscious path and spirituality path, so that people will able to connect it.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Happy to see all of you. And I hope it will be interesting story. But in my childhood is nothing special. It's just like most of Russian people. I was born in a family where my people, my parents did not believe in God, and they it was atheistic family actually. I started to ask my parents, I guess, from my age, maybe from fourth, and I started to ask about God. Yes, and in a sixth, I remember very well my which was my questions. I just asked, where is God, and where He's live, and I wanted to go to church, and I just asked them many times. But my parents just actually ignore it, and they, most of parents, they think that like children is stupid, and we should not much care about that what they say and what they want. It's like oh, just for some time they interesting, then they will just forget. But no, I just continuously ask it. But in my teenager age, of course, like so many in our interests and different company, and of course for some time I just forgot about God. And my childhood was like ordinary Russian children, nothing special, like a school, like some friends, nothing which is connected with God actually.
Okay, understood. So in Europe, I understand the culture, and people are more towards the material life, of course. So so that's what you guys and you people, those who are turned from that material life towards devotions, towards spirituality, makes the difference in the world. So moving little bit more, so towards again, when and how did you incline towards the Krishna bhakti? I mean, there is any spark, right, to move on to, there is a need when you feel that I should follow this. So what was that age, and how you got inclined towards the Krishna devotion or Krishna conscious path?
Actually, even from childhood, I felt it, just like there must be some meaning.
Mm.
when I asked my parents, what is the meaning of life, why we are born. And you can imagine in the age of 6, many children, they interesting like, what is after our death, what is the meaning if we are just, we are born, then we are just studying, when we marry, and when we have a children, and when we just die. I said, what is the point? I was small, I could not understand what is the point in all of this. My mom was looking at me like, why asking strange question, I don't have answer.
Yeah.
Yes. And when I became a teenager, I just felt some connection with God. But actually, I just prayed just by my words. I just talked with God, like, how to say it, like inside me. I did not pray like people do like this, or just I did not chant. I did not visit. I didn't know anything. But I remember in childhood, actually, there was something interesting. We had some cartoon. Maybe it's American, I don't know, because there was translation. It's about Bible, and I was interested. There was story, and it was interesting for me. But in a teenager age, I started to feel loneliness, and I felt it like something is disturbing me inside, like no meaning of life, like something is. I have a friends, but something, this inner feelings. When I became, my age was maybe 16. Yes, I came outside of my village. I came for studying to the city. Okay. And in that time, of course, I faced it with a lot of challenge in my life, because I started to live alone. I can imagine it's city, it's not the village where you know everyone. And of course, people chatted me a lot. Of course, I faced it with something which even I could not imagine before. And I started to look for something higher. Even I don't know what, but I was looking for something. And I was interested about psychology maybe from my, maybe 10 years old I was. Okay. I was interested in like what is inside people. It's not like only just body which need just food, sleep, and just shower. It's not just only like a body. Absolutely. And when I started to suffer, I started to drink alcohol, I just have been in different company. First time I enjoyed for some time, but then I started to feel like, oh, in morning this feeling of loneliness coming even like a depression. It's just so much pressing you, suppressing you. Like before day, it was even more good than next day after my party. And I realized like this alcohol is giving like very short time of enjoyment, but actually it's not real happiness. But I was reading a lot of different books, and I tried to find, and finally I found some meditations. Maybe it was a stupid way, meditations, but still it was something which I felt first time, like, oh, something is different energy. Yeah. And at that time, I already thought that maybe I should leave alcohol, because it's giving more depression after this drinking. Oh, yeah. And when was my last kick, kick of life. Yeah. When I faced in depression after my son was born. Oh. In that time, I was sitting alone at home. Of course, I'm a very active person. My work is stopped. I could not touch with my friends a lot. I was just sitting alone with my mind, and it was so terrible, so terrible feelings. And I started to look more what can give me something joy of life, because the child is not giving me happiness, the family, the money. In that time, according to modern society and according to thinking of modern people, everything was okay. Money, family, child, the relationship with parents, work, everything I had in that time. Yeah. But this inner emptiness did not give me to sit peacefully. Yeah. It was a very, very strong feeling of loneliness. Yeah. all people around, but you're lonely.
Yeah.
It's a very, very strong feelings of suffer.
Yeah. Understood. So viewers, now you see here is the learning. She got that essence at the age of 6 years. I have my two kids. My son is around 8 years old. My daughter is 15 years old. And
Mm,
I can understand their psychology at that age. Going or understanding these deep questions, what you just brief, like the purpose of life. It's not only to just eat food. We born and tomorrow we will die. So it is not only the purpose of any human being life. So this is the what essence. And from your 6 year childhood, you start understanding those little bit. I would not say might be 6 year or 10 years old, you were not that much matured, but that essence was there to walk that path. So we will get into little bit more. So I just highlighting these points to viewers so that they can understand what basically. And as usual, as you said, it was a normal childhood the way it is for everyone. And uh, the another thing is in India and Western world little different childhood, I would say. Everyone, because I born and brought up in India, and I spent almost my 30 years or 35 years in India, and after that I move here. So I can understand the upbringing in India and Western little different. So
mm.
so my next question, Svetlana ji, to you, just it will complement what you said until now. In this material world, as you said, of course, in your society, in your family, as you said, your family where I'm able to understand that not that much religious or kind of a follower for anything, uh, where on that situations where everybody is busy in their material life, right? How
Mm,
difficult to get from that material life into the this devotions or towards the spirituality, and what you suggest to the people. I mean, it is really difficult, or you need to maintain this your spiritual consciousness, your devotion towards Krishna consciousness, or your material my life wherever it is required. I would not say completely into that partying and spending whole your day on uh, boozing, going somewhere, enjoying. So apart from that, the necessary things what we need to live, that along with this devotion and spirituality. So how difficult it is to uh, from material life towards spirituality is for a common man.
Actually,
In
it's
your
not
experience.
difficult. It's not difficult because, if you suffer a lot, can you imagine? I just can compare. It's very easy to imagine this.
Yeah.
Just suppose, some small cat outside. This cat outside, they suffer a lot because they habit to live at home.
Hmm.
And this cat, can you imagine? They don't have a proper food,
Yeah.
proper place to stay. They don't have proper place to sleep. They always afraid, like, oh, someone can beat them, eat them, kick
Yeah.
them. And it's a like a life in material world,
Hmm.
actually.
Yeah.
Even so many people, they think, oh, I'm not suffer, I'm very rich, blah blah, but it's not true,
Yeah.
because everyone is suffer. Even I can give a simple example. Just the weather, we cannot control it. If the hot season coming, it's too much hot. Even if you are so rich, if electricity will gone, what you will do?
Yeah.
You are just not able to control this world. If something going on, okay, even electricity, okay, you can buy a generator, you can arrange everything, okay. If some storm will come, what you can do? Nothing. With your money, you're just nothing in front of this world.
Yeah.
And it's just like some small part of this life, like how you can arrange your life, but most of things you're not able to control. And that's why I'm comparing this example with cat. If you just take this cat just from the street, you bring this cat to home, of course you will wash him, you will give him proper food, he will become maybe more fat, maybe he will more relax, and then, but first time, you know, that that cat will be, you know, like you will try to touch him, he will just like move, maybe someone will still beat him. And this is like how I felt in material world, like life was very cruel. And if maybe someone is not suffer too much, but trust me, suffer will come sooner or later. Maybe you had this short time of good karma, but sooner or later, later it will finish, and suffer will come in any different option because karma had a very very smart way how to come and show you something. And it was easy for me to accept this way because I was suffering a lot. And when first time I touched this divine energy, you know, this completely was completely another vibration which I felt before. It was not, you know, Tamaguna energy. It was really something which I never felt in my life. And I felt inner happiness when first time I just visit temple. Actually, I came in Nrsimha Chaturdashi, which was yesterday also was celebrated. And, you know, I didn't know any single person in temple. Everyone was like a stranger for me. And many people will think, oh my God, it's all the strangers, why I will go there? I don't know the tradition, I don't know culture, I don't know what they do, I don't know anyone. But when I came there, I felt I'm in family. This is my house, this is my home. Because I feel finally at peace, I feel peace and calm in my heart. Because when first time I touched the kirtan in a temple, it was like, you know, I just felt this energy like difficult to explain by words, but just I felt this vibration everywhere. This vibration even touching not only body, this vibration touches something inside which I cannot see by my eyes, which I cannot explain. And I felt this vibration everywhere, inside me, outside. I am also this vibration. And I felt like everyone who is singing in this altar room, they all like, you know, like all, all together, they like a one body, as I can say. And this kirtan was really touching me a lot. I started to cry. I wanted to sing, but I was not able. You know, the tears of happiness was, you know, going down. I could not, you know, I was not, you know, cried like, you know, some crying like, you know, just they can keep it. No, I was crying like, ooh. I was not able. I want to stop it. Because when you finally touch something higher than you felt in your life, of course, you know, it's a completely another experience. And this experience you will never forget. This experience will move you, will, you know, push you to know more about this. Actually, the holy name of Krishna and Krishna are not different from each other. That's why when you once you touch this energy, you will never forget it, because it can be you know, different form. Because some devotees they touch Krishna, some devotees they first time they read books, some devotees first they take prasadam somewhere, some devotees they listen kirtan and they feel, oh, why this divine energy is giving me so much peace. I want to know more, I want to feel more. This is like Srila Prabhupada compared with like drugs. He said to his first disciples, like, because they all before they was all like addict, and of course they knew what is experience of drugs. And he said, like, imagine the Krishna consciousness, it's like a big room with drugs. And it's really true. Because when you're touching the kirtan, when you read these books, it's something like, which is, I don't know, I don't have words. Something very higher.
Understand.
It's not difficult.
Absolutely. So what I understood, it is, of course, it is difficult to get away from material life, because that is not so easy, because a lot of things are associated with that.
Mm,
And one thing that you said, and second, you are saying that when you start, whether it is a listening simple some kirtan, krishna conscious kirtan, or either you are going temple, or either you start chanting, so that gives you power, inner
mhm,
energy, and which
mhm.
motivates you to do better whatever you are doing it. Now moving towards a little bit that direction, I know, I think you said you have one child, right? How old he is? He
Yeah.
is with you, you takes care.
Uh, right now he's at school. His
Okay.
age is 14.
Oh, 14 years old. Okay.
Yes.
So you have the responsibility. Why I'm asking this question? Because
Ah,
you
yes, I
have,
got your question.
yeah, so you have that responsibility. You have to take care your 14-year son,
Mhm,
and you have to, because his mindset will be little different. Anyway, that's how in Gita Krishna said that you have to take care your duties, your responsibilities with
yes.
100%, whatever we need to as a parent. I think you are doing for your son, and
Mhm,
along with that you are doing what is basically this devotion, spirituality, and you are, it means you are going side by side, right? You are maintaining
yes.
your responsibilities, your social responsibilities, and side by side you are going with your this spirituality, devotions, etc. So that is the good part of it. Do you have any suggestion to the people, like everybody have the similar kind of situations, if they want to walk this path? Do you have any suggestion to them how they can maintain their this responsibility along with their devotion, or this
Mhm,
bhakti, uh, Krishna conscious? Any quick tips? I would not say in
mhm,
detail, but yes, quick tips.
mhm. Yes, if we will talk that how to manage a spiritual life with a material life,
Yeah.
yes, of course, it's written in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna said we must follow our duty, because if you not follow your duty, it means like you don't do anything. It's
Absolutely.
not like my life is just Hare Krishna, Krishna, and everyone is hungry at home, and
Yeah.
like everywhere is like
Yeah.
not clean. I'm not doing anything. No, of course I must manage everything what is according my duty.
Yeah.
And our duty also, we can learn it in Bhagavad Gita, what is my real duty. And if we will follow it, if we will understand what is my real duty, and if I will follow my duty according to scriptures, if I will offer everything what I do to Krishna, it will be easy to manage everything.
Yeah.
Because even if I cook, in Krishna consciousness, we just sometimes have a joke like this religion of food, like
Yeah.
like we always distribute prasadam, and we always offer the food to Krishna.
Yeah.
And if I cook with love and devotion, this also becoming like part of service to Krishna. The service to Krishna is not like only I'm chanting all the day.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, maybe some unconditional soul, they have this opportunity to
Yeah.
sit, maybe on the bank of river of Ganga in Rishikesh, and they can chant all the day, and they are absolutely free from family, from any duty. Yes, of course they can do, but it's maybe a single person. I mean, like a very less people in this world can do like this.
Yeah.
Other people, they have a family.
Yeah.
Yes, and of course,
Yeah.
yes, I have to manage my life, especially if I have responsibility for my children. I have to work, and also, but I'm just trying to manage my life according to Krishna consciousness. Oh, just
Yeah.
sorry, is it still going on?
Yeah. 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 Yes. Yes.
Yes, because some call is coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, if what did I say?
Yeah. We were talking about your parenting along with the. I was
Ah,
asking
yes.
for that, how to go parallel
Mhm.
with your responsibilities along with your this Krishna conscious path, either spirituality path, whatever we call it. Yeah.
Yes, means I'm just trying to manage my life according to Krishna consciousness.
Yeah.
Because if I know something important,
Yeah.
of course, I'm just trying to have in my schedule that there is no free time for procrastination. There is no free time for, losing my time for scrolling the, timeline in internet. There is no time for watching some, videos, stupid videos in internet. So many time we can just lose for nothing. But then we're saying, oh, I don't have a time for spiritual life. Of course, if you're just using your time for stupid things, you don't have. That's why if we have a schedule, like I know already my responsibility in front of my son, I know my responsibility in front of my parents, I know my responsibility, how time I must work for managing money. Of course, all free time for Krishna consciousness. It means like, what is the difference between me and other people? I'm also working, I'm also doing everything in my home. I'm doing everything what is other people do, but my all free time in Krishna consciousness. That is difference.
Absolutely. So it is a great learning, viewers, what she is saying, and you hit the nail actually. And the best part is, I have also seen, I am doing a lot of other interviews with the Krishna devotee. Recently I told that Tapan Das Misra ji, he was before complete getting into this devotion, he was a top engineering pass out, and was serving some multinational companies, government services, and he roam around across the world, and finally he is get into this, but he is still with family. Her actually his wife is also the Krishna conscious, and childrens are also following that, but still they are in very sharp in study and doing all this sort of things. So the message what you given is very great message, that and that is the Krishna Gita, Bhagavad Gita learning as well, that we should not run away from our responsibility. We should we should follow and give equal weightage to our responsibility what we have to deliver. Example, parenting responsibility, take care of family, take care of ourself even, because ourself, taking care of ourself wealth is also important, right? So that's why you said you are working also, you are earning money also, parenting also, and what you are doing in your additional time and additional things towards the actual what everybody should go. So that is the message is very great actually. The people, those who understand that, oh, I am professional, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, lot of excuses people take actually. So I firmly believe you have enough time to do little bit towards this as well, which will help you to succeed more in your life whatever you are doing. That's how is the message, great message you given. So moving to my,
I want to add something. Can I add something?
yes.
We compare this in a Krishna consciousness. It's like a two-wheel, two-wheel that it's a moving parallel. Like material things and spiritual things. Some wheels will fall down. This will suffer. This it will be more tension. This wheel. If this will fall down, means like we have to manage between spiritual and material things, because we cannot ignore that we live in a material world. We need money for surviving. We need even money. We need for temple, for donation, for service, for everything, for our health.
Absolutely.
Yes, and